Hi guys, the AWA Warner. Mm. Ah. How you guys doing? Good? Good this afternoon? It's Saturday, right? It is Saturday. Yeah, it is Saturday. I almost forgot, right? It's Saturday. Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. 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 Oh man, what's up? So yeah, man. Yeah, I did stream yesterday. Well, I did stream, but I'm on a different channel to let you know. So if you're wondering if I was gonna stream yesterday, no, I streamed on a different channel yesterday, and it was later than usual. That's why I did not. I did not stream. Now I hope to see some people in the chat popping. I think it can be visible this time. Let me check again. All right, it is visible. So let me pin that for you guys. Man, I hope to see my usual gang here with me, guys. Hope to see you guys. I really do. Where's my gang? Where's Blind and Mania? Blind and Mania, yeah. We call blood. All right. He has a bone to pick. I know he has a bone to pick with a certain somebody. Hello. You met that Matthew Lillard? Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Hope to see I hope to see my gang pick up, guys. My gang. Yeah, I call you a gang. You're my gang. You're the AWO We're Water gang. That's what I call you guys. You're a gang. You do what I say. You agree to everything I say, no matter what. Yeah, this is not the AWO is not a democracy. It's not authoritarian. Where's that from? Um, Samuel L. Jackson. This is not a democracy. Higher on that ridge. There we go. We're starting to build up. Here. I'm drinking hot chocolate, so that's good. Helps me. I kind of woke up from like a 20-minute nap. Okay. Just before the stream. Yeah, kind of. Mm-hmm. 200. Oh, fuck up on everybody. All right. Okay. Getting back to my stream. I'm gonna see this. See Sideways, Blinded, Finbar, Pokemon Gang. No, yeah, more like Team Rocket. Mm. Oh yeah, some good hot chocolate. Mm. To keep me fresh. Okay. So yeah, wow. So I hope you're all good, having a good afternoon. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's morning where you live. Maybe it's evening where you guys live, or maybe it's still early in the afternoon. Most of my audience is, I think, in America anyway. All right. I know of some from across the world, but most of my audience is from North America. Because I check my analytics on the location of my audience. Yeah, I check where you guys mostly come from. So I don't know where Degrassi is. I figured Degrassi would want to be in here. I mean, want to be in the chat at least. I may pop in later. I don't know. Let me get a notification. I did see the leg. Oh yeah, there is a leg. They did. There is a Lego version of the Superman trailer. And it's pretty much the same trailer. It is the same trailer, just in a Lego version. Okay. All right, guys. All right. What is this a topic? What are we going to talk about? I stalled for. Been stalling for 7 minutes. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. I think I put that in my pin, but I think I forgot to say that. Don't remember. All right. All right. Where is? All right. So yeah, what's my topic? Oh yeah, let's check. Let's see what my topic says. Some just want James Gunn's Superman to fail. For what? An ego boost? To feel good about themselves? To say they're right? To troll? Make fun of? To bash? Because they have no what? Is that why? Well, there's many different reasons. There are many different people, many different kind of groups or individuals. Groups and individuals why they want this film to fail. Okay. Why they want this film to fail? One, Snyder cult. They want this fail to massively fail. Okay. Because, well, yeah, they're the Snyder cult. They love Zack Snyder. They love anything Zack Snyder. Okay. They worship the very earth that he walks on. Right? No other person can be worshipped except for Zack Snyder by these followers. And yeah, celebrate. So they can celebrate all they can. 4 years of the Snyder Cut. 4 years. 4 years. Well, the Snyder Cut came out 4 years ago. Cool. 4 years ago, the movie came out. HBO, the Snyder Cut of Justice League, right? Fine, celebrate anniversaries. No problem with that. Everybody celebrates the anniversaries with film. Okay? It happens. Like, right? But it didn't lead anywhere. Right? The Snyder Cut did not lead anywhere. Nothing came out of fruition from the Snyder Cut. In the future, right? Snyder is not with Warner Brothers anymore. Right? The DCU is dead. They have a new studio. James Gunn, Peter Safran are head of the new DC studios. Nothing from the Snyder Cut. Nothing resulted from the Snyder Cut. Right? Nothing. But you have these people in their delusional bubble, their delusional mind, in their little bubble echo chamber for years and years, constantly believing and hoping and even not just believing, hoping. They even think they say they have this source of this, and yeah, but one person's gonna do this. They're gonna sell. I heard from this. They're gonna sell to Netflix. They're gonna bring Zack Snyder back. They're gonna do all sorts of stuff. Which is not none of that is true at all. None of it is true at all. And these people can't move on because it's right in front of their eyes that Warner Bros. Has moved on. This is a complete and total reboot, okay? All right, a total complete reboot of a franchise, of a comic book property franchise, okay? Coming off the first show, animation show, and this, and yes, that's right, Patrick. Yeah, all right. In a few months, the first film in the new DCU, Superman, Superman. This legendary, iconic, iconic, fictional, but important character, and that's beyond just fiction. Okay, somebody who a character that has a character that has so much meaning, so much meaning, so much throughout the years, throughout the decades. Okay, and we're finally all right. And we're finally and and once again, Warner Bros. Is taking another stab at Superman. Superman Returns, which which was iconic to, which was canon to the Christopher Reeves movie. Okay, Man of Steel. They tried a new universe of Man of Steel. Okay, I hope to see more guys in here. I don't see my usual crew. I see Patrick and ironic Ridge, which is good. But I hope to see 56K Red. You know, yeah. Just say something, guys. Say something. Oh, it's definitely gonna be. I'm definitely gonna try to do more shorts. By the way, try to get shorts back into the game. Right, get some shorts back in here. I was thinking of doing this past week, but I I I kind of protected it up, brushed it off. Okay, back to this shit. All right, back to this. Sorry for my swearing. Yeah, the Snyder Cut. Snyder fandom. Obviously they've been wanting this to fail. They want anything James Gunn gets a hand on DC to fail. It's not going to change. The Snyder Cut doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter if James Gunn's one of the DC movies in the DC universe. If it wins Best Picture at the Oscars, if a DC movie from the DCU wins Best Picture at the Oscars, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to them. Okay, they'll still fucking hate it. They still hate James Gunn. That's what their mind is at with James Gunn and DC. They think they're being ignored. No. Okay, right. Let me see. They actually do have, just for a minority group, they do have a kind of a large for a minority group. They do kind of have a large voice. Okay, that group, those people, it's true. It's true. It's true because they get mentioned, and I think they get their. I think they roll their eyes at them. But here's the thing: studios they'll never tell fans to move on. Words, but they basically tell them to move on by, yeah, this is what we're doing, you know, stuff, right? We're starting brand new, fresh take, you know. We have DC, Warner Bros. Is doing this. You're telling them that, basically. James Gunn is not gonna fucking tell. James Gunn is not gonna go fucking on Blue Sky or X and be like, Snyder Cut fans, move on. No, that's not going to happen. I stopped. Oh, I don't know who. Something used to be a fan of Eric and John. Oh, I don't think it's. Oh, John. John is not going to be talk. Oh, if you're. But here's the. Okay, I don't know who this show is. Patrick, you're talking about. I'm sorry. Okay. So obviously, the Snyder Cult is. Snyder Cult is definitely. Since the beginning, it's a Snyder Cult. What can I say? They might be, some of them might be grifting, which probably some of them are, and some of them just might think like this, are legitimately. Because I do think it's a sign of. I do think it's a sign of insanity. Delusional. It is a sign of this insanity. When you're thinking this, and this is not going to happen, it's a sign. It is called insanity, right? Right? So, Zazov is a big asshole. But the Snyder Cult fans are definitely shitting on this and saying, oh yeah, this is going to, once it's flopped, you're going to go back to Zack Snyder and continue the DCU. They're fucking delusional. And that is definitely a sign of insanity. It's a fucking sign of insanity. Because we've been saying this for the past few years. Years. I heard that for, 3 or 4 years now. Okay. If you ask a psychologist this, if a psychologist is really looking at this with these Snyder fans, he or she or whatever they recognize themselves as, he or she or whatever they are, whatever, I don't care. It doesn't matter what they are. It matters that what profession they are. Okay. They probably see, yeah, these people are sick. And I don't know. I need a reality check because the proof is right in the pudding, man. The evidence is there. Everybody's seeing it. The real people, even the fans of Snyder, like his Snyder stuff, but the sensible ones. And hey, good to see you, George. The sensible ones see it too. Like they're not. There's some like no. I'm not brushing all Snyder fans into the Snyder cult. Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair because I know some Snyder fans that are not Snyder cultists and are real. Okay, we may disagree on some of the how good some of his films are, but there are people that like Snyder, but there are in reality, their head is in reality. Hey, where's blinded? Blinded. Okay, there are some like it's not it's okay. So that's I think that's the large of the some of the people discuss who want this movie to fail, or the individuals or groups that want this movie to fail. I think that's the biggest group that want this film to fail, and that's definitely an ego boost to prove that they're right, to look good, to be there's a sore winner rubbing it in their face, rubbing it in their face. That's what they want. That's what they want, and they're gonna and this is and it's all gonna have if it ends up that way, which I don't think it will. That's all they're gonna have for the rest of their fucking lives. Yeah, my life may be miserable, but the Superman movie flopped, so I'm happy. Okay, it's good to see you, George. Okay, yo, right? Snyder Cult. Snow White is failing. Yep, it's failing. It's failing. Snow White not doing well. I gotta say something. I gotta do something. I gotta troll someone. Trolling something for it's fun troll. Let's see what this guy has to say. Oh yeah, I'm free for an hour. Yeah, I'm free for an hour, George. I'm good for an hour. Okay. I was planning to stay till like 6 o'clock. Anyway, and my drink is already finished. I'll be right back and get a new drink. Okay, I think I just. Oh no, I don't see George yet. I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. All right. I got a new drink. I got one. Even some Phil Snyder's. Well, yeah. See, like this is exactly right. They're not. Marvel doesn't do that, right? All right. Hello, George. Good to see you. Been well, when was the last time you were on? A while? Well,
A couple of weeks ago, because I'm
yeah.
pretty sure, like, I don't know if it was right before or after my Karate Kid review. That was 2 weeks ago.
Was it the one? Oh, it was the Sadie Sink one.
Because yeah,
Because I remember
yeah, it
you.
was around that time.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah, but by the way, even though I want Superman to succeed, screw David Zaslav. Mistreating the Looney Tunes. It's cartoon abuse, especially because
You
the
know
new
what?
Looney Tune movie was really good.
At least they're gonna let somebody else release it,
Yeah,
or it talks about it to release it.
and I hope Coyote versus Acme does get distributed by the same company. It looks like it might happen,
Yep.
but yeah, but honestly, it you know what recently just happened involving DC, right? The fourth anniversary of the Snyder
Snyder
Cut
Cut.
being released. Man, I can't believe
Yeah.
it's been 4 years. Yeah, that's 4 years of me being on YouTube technically. Because my channel basically began with Snyder stuff.
Oh yeah. I've been active. Like I had YouTube for a long time, but I just haven't been very active till like 2020. I've said
Well, I mean,
some
I
stuff.
made a video in 2020 about the release of the Snyder Cut. Then I
Hmm.
went the whole year without making a video, and then the following
Oh,
year I was like, you know what, the Snyder Cut's coming out soon. Maybe I'll give this YouTube thing another shot. And
and
well, here we are.
and I remember like after Snyder Cut came out, I liked it. Then I started talking with about people's streams, and I realized that some of these people are part of some of these people I talk with. Oh my god, they're part of the Snyder Cult. Like the
Yeah,
people I
well,
talk
here's the
about
thing.
now.
I started after Snyder Cut came out. I started appearing on your streams, on Eddie's streams, then Max's streams.
Yeah,
So
and
like basically the Snyder Cut was basically a gateway into meeting other YouTubers for me.
and and look, and guys, when I talked about the Snyder Cult here about 20 minutes ago, um, 15 to 20 minutes ago, I talked to some of the people in that cult. We've talked George's too. I can
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, I've been on a couple of streams
yeah.
with a certain writer.
Yeah, yeah. Or certain someone making up false rumors from clickbait site with fake false rumors too. It's not it's not in use anymore because the founder passed away.
Yeah, and look, there's still people that support Snyder's work that I still like. Like I still love Dexter Lounge. Like Enosh is cool.
You know,
He's one of the sane normal ones who's fair.
I kind of miss his stuff, but I know he's
Um,
going through a lot.
yeah, I mean, but like I still like Enosh. Like, I have no problem with other people who like Snyder's work because there's a lot of good ones out there
Mm-hmm.
that are more fair minded that also enjoy some Marvel stuff as well. Because it's not like they just hate DC; they hate Marvel, even good Marvel. It's so weird. They got these. It's like they act like what Zack Snyder made was like Lord of the Rings for comic books. I'm like, no. Well, but here's the other thing. I remember that the same year, 2021, it was the 20th anniversary of 9/11. I really saw how deranged the fandom was when he's not around. I don't think he's around anymore. Mercury made that
Wow.
9/11 BVS tweet.
Yeah, it's the countries that some of them are from. That's
Like,
it.
it was like, never forget. I'm like, dude, this is okay. First of all, BVS, that was a fictional movie. An alien invasion happened. Like 9/11
Yeah,
was actual human beings crashing planes into the World
it's
Trade Center, the
assaulting.
Pentagon,
It's
and almost the White House.
yeah. Mercury was a piece of shit.
And here's the other thing that I feel like I feel like the Snyder cult, they've pushed people out of YouTube. Like, I feel like a lot of the channels that were around when I began 4 years ago, they've either stopped making content or they appear less frequently.
Yeah,
Like,
I seen
I feel like
some.
I feel like people have either have gotten bullied off of YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and that sucks. And obviously, real life stuff's more important. So obviously, if you got real life stuff
But
going
that's the
on,
thing to them. Snyder Cut is real life.
you gotta take it seriously.
Yeah,
So I
to them
understand
that's
that's why some people aren't on YouTube as often as they used to be or no longer appear. But I also think the Snyder fandom just bullied people offline.
I know. Yeah, I
And
we've been watching conversations with that on people's streams about how people got bullied from the Snyder fandom, and some um we've witnessed that for sure. Like I haven't witnessed it, but I know we know people that witnessed it.
well, like I remember what was it? I think the nerd who were they? The Nerd Queens.
Nerd queens, yeah,
Yo, then like I think that was their names. They used to be on Enosh's streams. Like, didn't the Snyder cult like bully them?
yeah.
Like say some really foul stuff about them.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like, the thing is, they bullied people that liked the same thing that they liked.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy thing. It's not like they bullied Marvel simps that hate DC. They bullied other Snyder fans who actually had, and I think part of it was they were jealous because these fans had access to Zach.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. 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 They had Yeah. That it's jealousy, pure jealousy, and
Like here's the thing that I'm the Nerd Queens had more conversations with Zack Snyder than a certain scooper that's no longer around. I'm not gonna. I don't want to
I don't
badmouth him
see him
because he's no
anymore.
longer around, but still,
Mm-hmm.
he was the root of
They turned
all
on
this
him too,
lies.
because they turned on him too because they believed in him. Like I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about. You're talking about Sil, right?
No, I'm talking about Mikey.
Oh, well, but Sil is basically his right hand man, right? Like, right?
Yeah.
And
I
Sil,
remember what was it last year? They like wasn't it
they turned on Sil last year, I
they
think.
didn't they have like a diss track on Sil?
Yeah, because the thing about Sil, he's a grifter, and when he sees something when he sees something to grift on that's actually not happening, he'll go on the train that looks like it's actually happening. You know?
Well, I think it was because
Yeah.
like Sil was starting to do James Gunn scoops. He
Yes.
wasn't even doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, the thing I'll give credit to Sil.
Hop on the other train, right?
Well, the thing I'll give credit to Sil compared to the Snyder fandom is Sil goes with what he feels is trending.
Yeah.
Because remember, like before the rumors were growing about, could the Snyderverse be restored or whatever, he was also covering like the Spider-Man No Way Home stuff because that was going on around that same time. So he
Mm-hmm.
just goes after what's trending in pop culture or in big franchises, whether it's true or not.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, that's
So like, I never really called him a. I never really considered Silas Snyder cultist. More like an opportunist.
an opportunity, and I think he was using the Snyder Cult for clout.
But you know what? Honestly, that's on the
That's a grift.
Snyder Cult for falling for it.
Well, they're useful idiots.
Like, that's what I mean. You're a useful idiot. So you know what? That's on you.
Yeah, that's what grift. You know, that's the thing is, what grifters know. They're grifters. Grifters. They do that. They grift. They know they're useful idiots, right?
But you know, the thing is, they don't realize that if James Gunn's Superman
What's up,
fails,
Cyrus?
that doesn't mean the Snyderverse is going to get restored. In fact, it'll send DC back a long way, where the only thing you're most likely ever going to see is Batman.
Oh man.
Like you're just gonna get Batman. In fact, don't be surprised if Warner Brothers tries to sell off everything else that's DC that's not Batman to, let's say, Universal or some other company.
Nah, there's like certain. There's a someone.
Like here's the thing, Warner Brothers. I can see Warner Brothers treating Batman like Sony has treated Spider-Man, where that's what
except would be good. Because it has been good. Let's be honest with the Batman stuff, at least.
Well, yeah, but eventually you're gonna get the guy from Sony, what, Tom Rothman?
No, don't even think about it.
The thing is, eventually, the fear of a Avia Red or a Tom Rothman coming in to Warner Brothers, mucking it up. Like, here's the thing: at least with Batman, you can do spinoffs off of Nightwing, off of Robin, Red Hood, Batgirl.
Yeah,
like there's a more legit case to make a Batman cinematic universe than a Spider-Man cinematic universe.
Some villain movies, and some villain stuff can work from Batman. I mean, the Joker first movie and the Penguin, it's proven you could do some stuff with the villains, right? It could work.
Yeah.
Right. We'll see what Clayface is a bigger test, I guess, because Clayface is not exactly in the category of Penguin or Joker in terms of tier Batman.
Well, the thing is, Clayface has never even been in like live action form, so this is going to be a whole test on its own.
Yeah,
because this is Clayface's first cinematic appearance.
Yeah, and he's not exactly in the same tier as Joker Penguin. In the film,
he's not even on the same tier as Bane when done properly well.
Yeah.
Or Ra's al Ghul.
No. But
see, like you can do like a lot of spin-offs with some, like you can do a League of Assassins, League of Shadows spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
Like series, maybe not a movie, but a series of like the League of Assassins.
The problem with Spider-Man was the characters that they chose. Like Madame Reb, like Craven. Like so Venom. Venom actually could have Venom does work where you could choose a Venom as a character, but you kind of still a little bit need Spider-Man. But Batman, you don't. The good thing with Batman is that you don't have Sony. You don't have like another studio involved, right? Because it's just Warner Brothers. You don't have Marvel Studios involved. Spider-Man stuff, like Sony, right? So Warner Bros. Doesn't exactly have to worry about that interference. I think it's done writing. I think it's done writing. I think he was done writing a couple years ago. That's why I got the green light. It wasn't originally in the plan. But yeah, this is this fan base. But there are some other people who, like, I know you talk about this guy a couple of times when it's to do with Donovan Martin, and Donovan Martin does troll him a lot. But Sean O'Rourke wants this movie to fail.
Yeah, like, listen, I like Sean O'Rourke, but it's like he has not reported anything positive about this movie.
No. And it's the stuff that he says why it's going to fail. I'm like, what are you talking about? It makes me like I'm questioning what he's saying. They showed a backpack, and he said, "Oh, the backpack looks bigger than David Corn's chest." Like, what the fuck?
Oh my goodness! Like, here's my thing. there's I don't buy into the reports that of Jeff Snyder.
Well, there's an update. But continue saying what you have to say because
Like I
once you're
don't buy
done, I'll
into
update
that
you on something on this.
because first of all, James Gunn is probably one of the most competent comic book directors out there.
Yeah,
Like you see, like how like all his movies look from in shows look from Guardians of the Galaxy to Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad. Is his humor like yet for everyone? No. If anything, he's probably closer to Kevin Smith doing humor in a superhero movie than any other director.
thank you. This is a good point. This is a good point. Yeah. How much did the other one? 600 million in 2013. Yeah. It does have stronger competition this year. Man of Steel. I don't know what came out
Like
2013.
here's the thing. I honestly think, regardless of the box office, I think it's gonna get better reviews than Fantastic Four and Jurassic World. Because like just my guess, I might be off, but it's like if you look at the reviews of MCU movies recently, you look at the reviews of
Oh, I can't hear you anymore. Oh, George, I think I can't hear you anymore. Are you still there? Oh, guys, you guys can't hear George anymore, guys. Let me know in the comments. Oh, I can hear you now. I heard something. Okay, he'll be back. He'll be back. Sorry, because I don't know. I want to let him finish what he's saying. There we go. Okay, George,
yeah,
you're
I don't know
back.
what that just happened. I like yeah, but anyways, like as I was trying to say before, like I don't know my default here. Like I think Superman will probably get the best reviews of the summer. I mean, Fantastic Four looks good, but looking at the recent reviews of MCU movies, I'm not gonna be that confident just yet.
Yeah, Thunderbolts is a big one. Thunderbolts is a big one because it's in the between the two big movies of Cap of
But here's the thing: if you kind of notice the pattern of MCU movies, it's like Deadpool, and Wolverine, great. Brave New World,
Yeah,
iffy.
it's inconsistent.
The Marvels before
Yeah,
Deadpool, Wolverine, iffy. Before that, Guardians of the Galaxy, great. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumanium,
letdown.
letdown. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, pretty good, not great, but good,
Mm-hmm.
well-made movie.
Thor,
Thor,
horrible.
yeah. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness,
Okay, movie. So it's okay, solid movie. But
and then you got No Way Home, which was phenomenal. But it's like ever since
Eternals,
Doctor,
it was
but like
bad.
yeah, Shang Chi,
Shang-Chi was solid. Black
great.
Widow was mid.
Okay, I don't think Black Widow was a bad movie.
No,
I
it's just
just
not anything.
I think like the third act was poorly edited,
Yeah,
but I
it
really
just
like the first two acts of the movie.
it's Black Widow to me is a middle tier movie of Marvel, like middle tier to bottom 20s. No, the early 20s.
So if you look at the trajectory of the MCU,
Well, Thunderbolts has to be good.
Thunderbolts could be good, and then Fantastic Four.
That means Doomsday will be good. Great. If Fantastic Four is
Well,
bad, that
man,
means Doomsday will be good.
people are losing confidence in the Russo brothers.
Oh yeah, they are. They
Good
are.
lord.
They are. Oh,
Well,
you
but here's
can.
the thing. I think we already established that the Russos are only good at doing MCU.
Yeah.
Yo, did you hear that like Spider-Man might be having a female villain? It's gonna be woke.
Yeah, but it comes from like My Time to Shine, so
Well, I got two theories of who the villain can be: Silver Sable or Black Cat.
But you need another villain for that.
Yeah, you obviously need another villain. Or what if they're going with female Doc Ock?
Oh, like a Catherine Hahn could come back. The black person instead of Agatha.
I mean, here's the thing: the MCU doesn't have to go with a male Otto Octavius, since Peter already faced a male Otto Octavius from the Raimiverse.
Yeah. Shut up, Red.
Or what if Norman Osborn is getting gender swapped, and it's gonna be
Spider-Man doesn't have great female villains.
Nicole Osborn.
Spider-Man. The one thing Spider-Man lacks is actually great female villains. I've noticed that. Like Black Cat and Silver Sable. Who else? Like that's it.
Female Doc Ock when female Doc Ock appears.
Yeah, but you know, like original. You mean like original character, right?
I mean, there was a female Doc Ock, but she didn't last long in the comics.
Who is that? Who is that from Spider-Man games? That's Speed. What's her name? She could be the main villain.
Well, how about this? Well, actually, no. Well, actually, no. I got one. How about this? The real villain of the Raimi trilogy was never the Green Goblin or Harry Osborn.
No.
It was Mary Jane Watson.
Mary Jane Watson. Exactly. Ironic ways. That's what I'm basically saying. Like, yeah, these aren't like main villains. Yeah.
I mean, Mary Jane Watson is the real villain of Spider-Man. She plays with Peter's heart so many times.
I don't know any strong female villains from Spider-Man. They don't really have. He doesn't really have. It's not like Batman. Batman, you could think of some of them. You could think of Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn.
Aaron, I know the plot of Spider-Man 4 actually. So you know how like in the Spider-Verse you have the Spider Society?
Yeah.
The Society of Mary Janes. They come in, they take Michelle Jones Watson because she's not like the other Mary Janes, and Peter has to travel through the multiverse to save her, and that's how she gets her memories of Peter back. Because she's not toxic like all the other Mary Janes. Because
what Justice was.
So the TVA forms a cult of Mary Janes because the main universe is MJ is not toxic.
Yeah, that's it. Christian Dunst's Mary Jane all the time.
So Kirsten Dunst plays Supreme Mary Jane.
You would think she would learn some defense or like something like to protect yourself, but you can't just have like every Aussie film. She's like, stop getting captured, you know?
like seriously, that's.
He's talking. I know you're joking, Red.
Come on, that's a good idea. Mary Jane's the real villain. It's like you know how in Karate Kid Daniel LaRusso's the real villain. Actually, I found a video saying that the girlfriend from the original Karate Kid's the real villain, not Johnny or Daniel.
Character.
Yeah. So let's make a video. Let's make a video saying Mary Jane Watson is the true villain of the Spider-Man trilogy. Just think about it. Look at all the hearts that she plays with. Yeah. She led Harry Osborn on.
Yes, she did. She did.
She left John Jameson at the altar. She kissed Harry when she was supposed to still be with Peter. Yo. Thank you, Red.
Yeah, you're like it's like Peter when Peter went emo Peter, he should be Mary Jane. Like, you're such a slut.
You know who Peter should have got? Peter really should have got together with two other. There were two other women in the Raimi trilogy that Peter would have just been better off getting together with.
Mm.
The girl Ursula, the Dickovich's daughter.
Oh yeah.
She liked Peter for him. And you know what? This might be an unpopular opinion. Betty Brant in the trilogy. Yeah. She was always nice to Peter.
Yeah. Yeah, she was.
Like, even when he was down on his luck, she always tried cheering him up. Like, honestly, like you got Betty, you got Ursula right there.
Ursula.
and then
Ursula,
but,
I'm sorry.
and then you settle for the girl next door trope. Heck, you could have gone Gwen Stacy in the third movie.
Well, Gwen Stacy was just like,
I know Gwen Stacy was in there just because they needed to have more
yeah,
romantic drama.
yeah. If they break her back instead of Emma Stone, I'll laugh.
Good, good lord! I hope I didn't create a. Hey, listen, if anyone wants to write a Spider-Man fan fiction, I just gave you the idea.
I really don't know a female villain besides Silver Sable, Black Cat. I mean, who is? I'm maybe I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, why? There's so many other villains they can use. I mean, like, what happened to fucking Scorpion? Like, what the hell, Scorpion? You ever see him in what? 8 years? Well, it's gonna be 9 years. 2026? No, it's 8 years, right? 2017, right? No, 2017 is when we saw Scorpion, right? The first Spider-Man movie. So if the movie comes out in 2026, okay, it'd be 9 years. Where the fuck is Scorpion? Like, still in prison? Okay. I mean, what else is there? The Chameleon? You know what they should fucking do? Just find Aaron Terry Josh's Chameleon Craven into that universe. That world somehow. Ah, man. Did Jordan pause? Did you pause, George?
I'm right here.
So he's not. Yeah, because you know him.
No, I don't know what the hell just happened before.
Oh yeah, like they blinded.
So blinded, I revealed the script of Spider-Man 4. Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson's the
She's
real
the big
villain.
villain.
And her and the cult of MJs formed by the TVA are gonna kidnap Michelle Jones Watson from the main universe because she's not a toxic MJ like all the other ones, and Peter has to go save her.
Michelle Jones actually does stuff. She actually helps out.
Yeah, exactly. She actually got brains.
Yeah. That's why I like the Spider-Man video game Mary Jane Watson, where she's not exactly like model-like, but she's investigative reporter, but she uses her brains, her smarts. Like I like that, right? Um,
Yo, the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon Mary Jane had a lot of potential, but that show got canceled.
Kidnap Michelle Obama. Okay. He's talking about his friend. But yeah, like I see some people really want this film to fail so bad. I like Sean O'Rourke, but I can't stand his disdain for this movie.
Yo, honestly, like when I hear people say "run from Gunn," I'm like, good Lord, what are you smoking?
And like some of these same people are like, oh, they're they're showcasing so much stuff. Some of the merchandise is gonna come out for this movie, right? Right? James Gunn talking about doing all this, like it's a bad thing, like they're desperate. They're desperate.
That's always been a thing. You market your movie, you market the
If
merchandise. I still have my backpack from when Spider-Man 2 came out from 20 years ago.
Here's the thing, if they market stuff like that because they're confident. Madam Reb had stuff made, but they weren't confident in the movie, and they pulled everything merchandise. I saw the Funkos from Madam Reb. They pulled that. I didn't order them, of course, but they pulled all that. When they have confidence in your movie, they'll market everything. They'll showcase everything. They'll preview everything, right? It's a good thing. It's not desperation. And I know good people are going to say with Anthony Mackie is promoting people to see Captain America like so much. They were promoting Captain America for 1 or 2 months, even despite they kind of know probably the perception was going to be towards. Here's the thing: every Marvel movie is going to have the exact same thing. Marvel movies, you have to take out the equation. They're going to promote whether they know it's bad or good. Michelle Obama was Watson. But yeah, I seen like I'm like I seen like a back. And here's the thing: he thinks, oh, this flops. Oh, they're gonna force it to this. Warner Brothers, they're gonna force it to this. Warner Brothers is gonna do this, and do this, and they're gonna force to sell DC. They're gonna sell DC because they're gonna lose money. Well, Warner Brothers is right. Sell DC. I'm like, Warner Brothers is not gonna sell DC based on this flopping. Why? What about? What about when Flash flopped, Shazam flopped? Aquaman made some money, but you know the movies that some of the movies that came out like the past few years to DC, um, they didn't sell, did they? They didn't
Wait,
look to
what?
sell.
The thing is, like, we've always had merchandise with stuff. Like lunch boxes, backpacks, shirts, not just toys.
Yeah,
I mean, for goodness sakes, we used to have the video game tie-ins.
yeah, that's too like they're excited. I mean, and they just people like that. They just want to be proved a point. You don't care if the movie's gonna be good. They just want to. They're right. They just want to say, "See, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so." Right? I told you so. What? You want an ego boost? Look good in front of your friends. You see. I'm gonna say names. I mean, I already said Sean of Work. I'm gonna say names on here. I don't care if he's not gonna listen anyway. But Jarbo made a whole fucking stream a couple days ago. But I was right about Superman. I was right about Superman. Like he's right about Superman. And you know, George blinded because I know I said this a couple times in streams the past few years. I was believing the same thing as Jarbo about Superman maybe not being as popular as like maybe the brand is kind of broken. But then when I saw what's happened with the trailer and saw the stuff after the trailer, how people are getting excited, and I'm not just talking about comic fans. I'm talking about fans of Superman that that are more I say beyond even general audiences, beyond hardcore comic book fans. Like beyond, I'm talking about general audiences, people that love Superman for a few years. They're getting excited again, hope again. Superman. I think it was just. I think the thing that I guess I just underestimated that the brand Superman. I think it was just beneath the surface with the people, with the fans. I think, right? Like I think it was just beneath the surface. They just had something to come. They just had to look something forward to come out to come the fandom to come out. And I think that the Superman trailer did because I've heard stories or read stories. I know Degrassi told me and all this, and others told me, yeah, you know, I didn't care about. They told me I don't care about comic book movies, but when I saw the Superman trailer, I got excited. You know,
No, I
people
was
like that.
excited as well.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to mention any names, but also a certain someone who loves to hype up AI is saying like Superman's gonna be cringe as well.
Well, you can say it. I mean, it's the same guy.
But it's like honestly, like I feel like saying that the first thought that came into my mind when I heard his name in the chat is that guy's still on YouTube. I haven't watched a stream in ages.
And they're gonna tell you, yeah, you know, they're gonna tell you. I hope the movie does well. They're gonna tell you this. I hope the movie does well, and I'm proven wrong. And I'm like, I said this in a stream a couple of days ago, right? I'm like, you hope the movie does well and proven wrong, but don't talk about this then. Don't talk about, oh, I was right about Superman. Don't talk about it because you don't want the movie to do well. Because if you want the movie to do well, you're gonna look like an idiot. You're gonna look like an idiot, right? You're gonna look stupid when people do that. Oh yeah, I was right. You know what? You know when people do that, right, George? Guys like they make videos like I hope you know what you know. I'm writing all this. I'm doing all this video streams about. Yeah, I don't think the movie's gonna do well because this and this, but I hope it does well. You can make constant videos and streams about this thing. I don't think this is gonna do well. These are my reasons why. And then it doesn't do well. It does do well. You look like an idiot. And I'm like, you're glad you're wrong. I'm like, you're glad you're wrong? You make 10, 20 videos on the same thing and you're glad you're wrong? I don't think it works like that. I don't think it works like that. because your ego will take a huge dip. And these people like this, they don't want their ego to take a dip. They want their ego to take a boost, right? Like they, it's just I don't like people like that. Look at Grace Randolph. Grace Randolph talks about Daredevil. She's like, yeah, I have hope for this show. And then she describes every episode like she's criticizing more of the episode than actually telling what she likes about the episode more. She criticizes more than what she likes. Here's the thing, George, you do movie reviews, right? Movies
Yep.
that you like. Do you talk about the criticism more or the positives more?
I try to talk about the positives more. Like even if the movie's like a really mixed movie, like let's say Brave New World, I try to highlight the positives by saying, I enjoyed this.
Rest my
That
case.
there was potential.
Rest my case right there. You right? Grace doesn't do that, and some of these people in these chat vouch for me. Could vouch for me when I do a review on Daredevil every episode. Like I saw Daredevil episode 4. Her favorite part was the fucking ending. So seeing Frank, Punisher, and Matt and Daredevil confront each other is not your favorite part, but the ending is the reveal of Adam was alive the whole time. That's your fucking ending? That's your favorite part of the show? Like Blind, are you free to come on? Because I question people I mean you I mean the Superman trailer. I listened to Grace Superman trailer. We did a stream on it. Almost every single shot, because she goes shot by shot. She stops at every single shot. It's
Oh
negative.
my good lord, Grace. Go the thing about Grace Randolph with the chewing gum with the Looney Tune movie.
Yeah, thank you, Blind. That was funny. That was funny.
Oh my, is she that? Yo, people still chew gum.
Is she?
I
Is
still
she?
chew gum.
Is she? Remember?
She don't get out of that expensive apartment of hers.
Did she? I remember the Superman trailer. Blinded. I know you were there because you did the stream with me. Remember we had talked about 5 minutes. We talked about 5 minutes. Great. I don't know why. I don't know anybody who reads the newspaper anymore. People still read the fucking newspaper, Grace. People still read the newspaper. Okay. Remember that, Blinded? Remember that, Blinded? Remember that? We'll be on fire. Alpha Core. I know Grace wants this movie to fail. She doesn't like James Gunn. And then you got Jeff Snyder here. Jeff Snyder said 3 weeks ago, somebody contacted him and said, it's a test screen. This movie's not good at all. And Jeff Snyder, because I watch him sometimes on Hot Mike, he gives you that very snobby, elitist attitude. He really does. And the way he talks, he really does. It's.
I'm gonna be an elitist from now on. I'm so much better than all of you people because I like this movie more.
I have sources and all this. I have all this. Yeah. And then a recent report just comes out, right? A new test screening comes out, and who reports this new test screening? Wait. Recently, it's Thursday. Will Superman I have the article. Will Superman be more Gargantuous than Suicide Squad or entirely its own thing? That remains to be seen. Talk during the hot mic. Jeff Snyder shared another brief update about what he's been hearing. I got a recent test screening report from somebody who saw it, and they liked it. He explained. They thought David delivered as Man of Steel. They thought Gunn did a good job balancing the heart and humor, and they said it's around 140 minutes approximately. So now it's good all of a sudden? Okay. All of a sudden it's good all of a sudden? Really? Some people don't love it. Some people think it's too jokey, or the tone's off, or they saw the comedy out of context. Snyder cut to. Some people really like it. There's a range of opinions. Then he has to put that in there. I think there's supposed to be a new trailer coming out soon, by the way. There's a rumor Fantastic Four trailer coming out next week or the week 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think. There's a rumor Fantastic Four trailer coming out soon. This is a DC event in Japan. I think Jeff Snyder just wants. Because I watched a hot mic with Jeff Snyder and Woke a couple of months. We were discussing when we were discussing, when that whole thing come up update on DC, the slate of DC, not just like the DCU, but I'm talking about like all over DC stuff, like the Batman. We were talking about that, and they criticized a lot of what James Gunn and Peter Safran were saying in that. Dear, okay. Also, like, friend of the show, can't be a friend of the show. Superman one time positive test screen. So apparently the movie is 2 hours and 40. So 2 hours and 2 hours and 20 minutes. So they compare it to how it's gonna be like it's gonna balance comedy. It's like Suicide Squad, right? Comedy and drama like Suicide Squad. Well, here's a new flash. I don't remember anything with Man of Steel fucking having comedy in it. I didn't laugh at one thing of Man of Steel with comedy.
Yeah, well, the only thing is when Superman's flying for the first time.
Oh,
and like he's like enjoying himself. Like that's like the one comedic moment of the movie.
But the thing is, right? Superman, there's supposed to be comedy in Superman stuff. He's not a brooding fucking character. And his Superman tone has never been brooding. Like the original Superman, that was mixed with comedy and drama, right? 1977? That was perfect. Superman is meant to be lighthearted. Clark Kent has a fucking sense of humor. Superman has a sense of humor. Okay? He's not fucking Bruce Wayne, Batman. Okay? And it's not an act. When Batman uses a sense of humor, it's fucking an act. It's mostly an act, right? It's Bruce Wayne. But Clark Superman has always been, he's been a serious guy, but he's always been a good spirited guy with a sense of humor, likes quip jokes, stuff like that. And Superman tone's always been like that. Okay, yes, there's serious stuff in it, but you ever fucking watched dark comedy before? Like, right? It's not gonna be dark comedy.
Yeah.
It's a comic book, but you know what I mean, right? Like what is like? That's the thing. I don't know if she's a fat lady. Like that's Superman. That's the tone of Superman's always been a very Jack of Trades kind of character, personality wise. Always been like that. So I'm not surprised there's going to be some hilarious moments. There's going to be some funny moments and make it lighthearted moments because here's the thing. In superhero movies, I want some lightheartedness out of it. Because it makes it more of a hopeful tone. Okay? We need that. We can't have Batman all the time. If it works with Batman, it works with Batman. But if you notice some of the Batman, not really the Batman, but like some of the past Batman films, there's a little bit of humor, right? The Nolan films has some humor in it, okay? Some quirky humor, right? Even Burton films. I mean, look. The Schumacher films went overboard. That's a fact. The Schumacher films went overboard with the humor, right? The humor and the cheesiness. Like the Schumacher films were like the '60s Batman, were just good like with the high budget films and high paid actors and all highly budgeted with high paid actors stuff like that because the '60s films is cheesy and the Schumacher films is cheesy, but look the Penguin and I you know what the Penguin in was kind of funny too. I mean in Danny DeVille's Penguin is funny, kind of. Uh, But Superman is supposed to be more lighthearted. It's a very lighthearted character. So I'm not surprised the tone will be some. I'm not surprised James Gunn is going to implement his tone. Okay, Peacemaker is a perfect example of balancing it too. And Peacemaker is a funny character too. He's a funny degenerate, different in a different sense of Superman. Superman's not a degenerate, right? And I hope Blinded come hold some people with me. Yeah. I saw that. I saw Blinded, buddy. If you're still listening, I saw you call My Time to Shine, or said My Time to Shine's a liar. I saw you do that. Did you get triggered? Did people get triggered? Did people get triggered? He said on Threads that My Time to Shine is a liar. He replied to somebody and said My Time to Shine was a liar. I don't know if. You... Oh, you're sick? I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're sick. That's what you get for feuding with John Cena, man. Trying to. Not everyone agrees. Okay, good. Good. What's wrong with you, Blind? Why are you sick? Headache? Flu? You have flu? Yeah, I know. It's just that the thing with Sean is not with Matt. The thing with Sean is he worked in the industry blinded. That's the thing. He works in the industry because we've seen pictures. Me, George, you, and probably others have seen pictures of him actually working on sets in the industry and actually meeting, actually working.
Aaron, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom real quick.
Actually working with like A-list actors. We saw him like he showed us a picture of him working with Bobby Downey Jr. So like I just find it like not deceitful, but like petty. Snow White is not a hit. You got the flu? Oh man, that's bad. Yeah, so I hope you feel better Tuesday though. I hope you feel better Tuesday. If not, you don't have to come on. But it's just that when I see somebody who's worked in the industry be petty like that, it just like makes me think like why? 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 I'm just why do you want something like that to fail? Why would somebody work in the industry want something to fail? Why do you want it to fail and know it's not going to good? Why do you want something like that to fail? I bet you if he got offered a job on the set, he would take it. On the film, he would have taken it. Like, if you work in the industry, you don't want a film to fail, right? Because Like, because I'm sure people know him in the industry, and I'm sure like if James Gunn found his YouTube channel and he's doing this about Superman, I would James Gunn be like, yeah, I don't want to hire him from the DC stuff on the set. No, no. No.
Oh, I just saw what Blinded said in the chat. Snow White a hit? No.
Let's see let's see define what a hit is, cause Snow White. Let's see. Box office on so far. Looking for a mid 40 millions opening. I don't know if that's a hit. I wouldn't call that a hit. 40 million? That's actually down from its projections, wasn't it? Wasn't it supposed to be like 45 to like 50 to 60 or something? Like from what I'm seeing, nobody's going to see it. The theaters are empty for it. Oh my god, Wizard. Oh my god. Are you talking about Wizard? Yeah. On Power Dumbo. So pays out 45 million on Power Dumbo. And Dumbo was considered one of the worst live action movies, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And how much did Dumbo make overall? Because this Dumbo had Snow White. Well, Snow White has a better audience score than critic score. It's like 71% audience score right now. Let's see where it is at. Yeah, it has a 71% audience score. The George Paul. No. He doesn't talk. He doesn't talk like Blinded does. Blinded interrupts a lot.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
No,
like,
I'm letting Aaron talk.
yeah.
I'm not Skip Bayless that goes, "Tell me when it's my turn." Yo, we should do that one day, like imitate Skip and Shannon. Yo, you saw the clip. Did you see Stephen A and Skip
Yeah,
reuniting?
I have. Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah. I have.
Tell me when it's my turn. It's not your turn.
Now, I'm not talking about Snow White because I know the Snow White is failing for obvious reasons. So I like there's another Disney live action movie coming out very soon. Is it Lilo and Stitch? Or is it one before that? Lilo and Stitch is gonna do very, very good. Very good. There's another one coming out very, very soon. Oh, Jonathan Majors is trying to get back, huh? Trying to get back.
Oh yeah. Michael B. Jordan wants him to come back for a Creed 4. Yo, didn't also like a few days later he admitted to strangling someone?
Yeah.
Good
But
lord.
the thing is, he's speaking interviews. Stephen A. Smith interviewed him, right? Go on his channel. He interviewed him.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah. And he's been in interviews, and he's talking about actually talking about the domestic and all that stuff, and he hasn't really taken responsibility for his actions, for his part, and he talks about some other who got involved, like Robert Downey Jr., Jeremy Renner, like Josh Brolin, but I'm pretty sure Robert Downey Jr. took responsibility and he paid a hefty price. I don't know about Jeremy. Like I think the Jeremy Renner stuff was all accusations, and nothing came out. And I don't know. I didn't even know about Josh Brolin, but take responsibility for your actions, and you maybe give a career comeback. But if you don't take responsibility, like, because there was no marketing for his movie. Because his movie, this movie that Dream, what movie was it called? Dream, that movie with the, I don't know what's called. He had a movie coming out yesterday, so there was like basically no promotion for it except for him doing interviews, and just take responsibility for your part, and then you see like, look, Robert, there's a case to be made. He could make a comeback, like Hollywood lets a lot of scumbags back in. This shitty things. Okay. You love Little and Stitch. But back to Superman.
Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
So let's see if there's any Superman trailer updates. I mean, there's CinemaCon. Here, coming up. So I'm reading this. Okay, so suspected, there was an article, suspected the next Superman trailer is going to be released at Comic-Con, maybe? CinemaCon, not Comic-Con. And let me check the CinemaCon schedule again for movies, for studios presentations. I have not memorized it, but I'm going to check for you guys again. I think Warner Brothers on the first or second day. I know Disney's on the last day, but I don't think Disney's gonna have that much. CinemaCon. Okay, let's see CinemaCon. The schedule. I'm pretty sure it's not the first. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's the. Is it the March 31st? No, March 31st is Sony in Lionsgate, I believe. Sony is the first. Okay, April 1st it is. April 1st is Lionsgate. And Warner Brothers. Yeah, Warner Brothers is April 1st. Well, New Year is April Fool's Day. So April 1st is Warner Brothers CinemaCon. Yeah, I think we'll get another trailer there for the Warner Brothers presentation. Because we're basically, by that time, we'll be like 3 months out. They had a completely rewormed the spaceship chasing at the end of Lilo and Stitch because 9/11 happened. Rework. I know what you mean. Reworm. Reworm. Also, yeah, and like Spider-Man, they had to take out the Trade Center, the World Trade Center.
Yeah, you know what? I remember when they used to do the fake Spider-Man 4 trailers?
Yeah.
Yo, someone had like a fake trailer of like the shot of like the helicopter between the World Trade Center. It's like, yeah, this is fake because like the World Trade Center would not be in a Spider-Man movie that takes place 2011, 2009?
Yeah. No, that's dangerous. I blinded. I hope you're doing better. I want you to come on. I hope you're better for Daredevil. Tuesday. Daredevil, guys, it's 2 episodes this week. Remember that. 2 episodes. Okay? 2 episodes. Have you seen it yet, George?
I'm so behind on this show. I haven't had time to watch this show at all.
Oh. Well, be careful. Well, you don't want to see... Because you don't want to see the after show then because we spoil it.
Yeah, I need to like really catch up on this. I've been so busy at work and other stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's really, really good. Despite what the non-sayers say. Right? Yeah, the old Stitch looks really, really good. I mean, it's a good year for movies again. 2024 was kind of a downer year. 2025 is good. a good year. And you know what? I yeah. Well, yeah. I guess I have nothing else to say. Else to say, George.
All I can say is David Zaslav hates tunes. We're witnessing who's
Oh,
been Rabbit in real life.
I got something to say. People hoping Batgirl is going to get released with League, or they're going to do the same thing to Batgirl like they did the Looney Tunes stuff, or they're going to do with the Coyote versus Aang. That's not happening.
Oh,
That film is not
um,
finished.
actually, Aaron, I'm gonna get going right now
Yeah,
because my dinner's ready.
all right, go George. Yeah, I'm gonna
All
go
right,
do.
yeah, but thank you for having me on. It's great to share my thoughts.
All right, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, George.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm doing any reviews this weekend, but something will be coming up soon.
I just want to say congrats on you and your friend's site for getting revenue
Um,
now.
yeah, thank you. Check
Well,
out the movie nerds, friends.
mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah, I'll see you around, Aaron.
Welcome. Yeah. Take care. Yeah, nobody's getting it back. Oh, stuff for not releasing that. Yeah, yeah. I'm just listening. Yeah, I really got nothing else to say. I don't think for today. There really hasn't been movie news like major movie news. That's why I haven't really done a Let's Talk Pop. I really hope that changes. I mean, I think the first week of April it's gonna be a lot more busy on here, and I may not do like original scheduling like I do here. Late. Usually I do at a certain time at night. In April, I do a certain time at night, right? No, George left. Right. So for the schedule in April, I may not do like original like I may change a little bit just for the first week because of CinemaCon. Uh, I'm not sure yet because Daredevil does come out on the same day as the Warner Brothers presentation. So, and I saw the CinemaCon schedule. I don't know if that's they said is I don't know if it's set Eastern time or Western time yet. So that may depending on that, it may change a lot of things. So I don't know. It's possibility. If it's Eastern time, it's possibly I might do two streams, on a Tuesday, April 1st. And if I do SimCom schedule, I might just do it for like some stuff, not all the presentations. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing it live like I did with Comic Con, but I don't know if it's gonna be a Let's Talk Pop kind of episodes. I really don't know, but I want to do. I gotta think. I gotta have an outline, a plan for that, and it's on my. I'm, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm not okay. So I'll let you know maybe next week what happens. Really. So I guess that is it this time. I appreciate all of you guys. You guys are the best. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, man. Find something tomorrow. I don't know yet. Maybe tomorrow we detract somebody. Okay? Maybe tomorrow we detract somebody. I don't know yet. And the blinded, feel better, buddy.